Okay, so I want to show you another really cool, fun effect that you can do just with watercolor. It's probably one of the only things that will do this, is salting. And you know, in the wintertime when they put salt out on the sidewalks, it's because it sucks up water. So one thing that you can do with that is you can do a wash, or you can do a wet into wet. And you want to have a good bit of water in this, okay? So you want to make sure that your watercolor is pretty wet, okay? So you can do some bleeding in there. Make sure that you have a good amount of water. You're not soaking your paper, but it's definitely wet, okay? So I'm just kind of like scumbling around here. I'm getting some good water in there. And then what you can do is you can take your salt, and you don't want to pour it on there, but you can sprinkle it. So I'm going to take a little bit of salt, I'm going to sprinkle it on there, and immediately, because this color is dark, you can see what's starting to happen. So if you look at it, you can see that the salt is sucking up that water and it's drawing it into the salt crystals. And if I sit and I let this dry and I come back to it in a little bit, I think you're going to see something really cool happen. So we're going to wait and we're going to let this dry. Oh my goodness, the salt is taking forever to dry. It has literally been like 20 minutes, still not dry. Guess what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to be patient. Just wait on it, I promise, it's worth it. Okay, seriously, it's been like 40 minutes. This is still drying, but if I look at it, I can see the areas that are drying are pretty cool, and I can take this and scrape off the salt, because you definitely want to do that before it gets too dry. So you don't want to let it sit for more than a day or two before you scrape off the salt. But you can see these really cool textures and areas where that salt was sucking up that water. So I'm going to keep waiting. Hopefully it'll dry soon.